Greetings everyone, it's me again, Ashpa from Bloodmoon Pictures, and welcome to, again, more of a vlog, because I, in real life, crafted my Keyblade. My very own Keyblade. At first, I will show you how I made it. I also upload those pictures on Instagram if you're interested. Ashkra Moonlight Beast as one word. Anyway, I basically cut out, like I designed it, obviously I designed it at first. And after I designed it, I, basically what I did, I traced my own design from my big flat screen TV on a humongous piece of paper. And then I traced that onto wood multiple times, so I had many layers of wood. And I had a metal bar, which the boyfriend of my sister helped me put some holes into to give it more surface area for gluing later on. And also because I wanted to hang a talisman on it eventually. And then what I did was cut them all out, and I worked the wood so it looks good and fits well together. And then layer for layer I glued them together. First I glued the flattest layer with the metal bar, then some of the surrounding layers together, and then the rest all together. And then I basically made it even with sandpaper more and more until I couldn't notice any more progress being done, and I was fine with the result. Some places are rougher than others because I couldn't go as like a hardcore on them than on the other parts because I was afraid it would break. And then I glued together the last few parts, cut out the transparent plastic glass stuff. I have no idea what it's called. It's like resin, kind of, but not really. It's not really resin. It's just like resin. And then I colored it. That's the word I was looking for. Colored it and put all the rest of the things a bit more together. And then I put a protective layer of resin stuff on it. And then I had to wait for it to dry, which took way longer than expected. And I don't know if it's because the air in in the room where I was making it was very humid, or it just took longer than it said on the package. It took forever, however. And then I wrapped around like fake leather around the hilt. Oops, that's a cable. That's not supposed to be there. And here you go. Here it is. Here it is. Chikarita. This Safa's fan. And it is pretty heavy. And here's the other side, by the way. It is pretty heavy, but it's like a bit heavier than a normal, well, a bit heavier. I would say it is almost twice the weight than a normal one-handed sword. At least the one I have is like only half as heavy than this one is. But it's still, I am very proud of it. Like, from the balancing and everything, it handles rather well. Sure, it's a bit very heavy, but the main weight is here, especially because of the metal bar. Because the metal bar goes all the way down here, as you can see, and like you can kind of see through the not really resin, kind of resin part. And yeah, also there was supposed to be a piece of sword poking out of here, but it broke off immediately, which is pretty sad. But it was a very It was a part that easily broke off anyway. And yeah, one thing I still don't really know how to do properly and want to learn how to make better is how to make the leather stick, because I used like super duper can do everything and special glue twice. Like I glued this handle twice and it's like it still comes off easily, way too easily. But I'm very proud of the result, considering it's the first time I did a project like this. And here's a little bit closer for detail inspection on the blade part, and I know the skull looks really derpy. But yeah, this is the first time I did a project like in this caliber, and I'm really proud of the result. And this is Chikarita in sword form, because if you have followed the channel well, and the art sections in the Discord channel, Chikarita is basically the goth maid looking vampire girl who is the spirit that helps us out and is kind of like a handmaiden to the Lord kind of deal, or maybe secretary and assistant and all that good stuff. She's kind of like an archmage to if we would be a kingdom as well, in a way. And in the overarching lore, she has part of her soul in the blade, but everything else would be so. I mean, I'm already technically spoiling you, in a way, to something that is upcoming, maybe. And I say maybe because, you know, with indie projects, it's always a little bit. But that is basically her lore, and now I have the sword version of it, and I know something came off here. I have to reglue that. It came off like a day after I was done, and I'm kind of sad about it. But I'm really proud of how it turned out. And yeah, I wanted to show it off for a video because I'm really proud of it, and now I can just send people the video without having to write the same text a bazillion times, I guess. And that's kind of how I hold it. There we go. Yee. I hope you enjoyed me showing off and explaining my sword, because this is basically just a video where I'm like, yeah, you know what? I made this thing, I'm proud of it, I want to show it to people. So there you have it. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated. Check out the links in the description below for all sorts of things, the link to our Discord and more. And we'll see each other in the next video in the stream. Cheerio!